6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Working on the boxes of the 36. Had to get these supports all done. If you're wondering what these supports look like outside of the truck, it's all welded up as one piece. And then I had put these like rib nuts in here. I had to fine tune everything, kind of bend it that way everything's solid. So I had already worked on this one yesterday. Nothing shakes. I had to fight off some wasps yesterday, and there's probably one in there right now, so I'm not gonna open it, but that's what it looks like. Nothing crazy, but I had to make these supports in the back. Now everything's firm, tight. Don't have to worry about it shaking. There's like these supports down here. Attach the frame to the box frame. So I'm just making them for this side. If not, there's still some wobble in these boxes. So obviously I want everything very stable. So what I did is I took this 1/2 inch round stock. I tapped the end, welded a bolt onto this side. It can go through the frame. I can run a nut. But I needed these little Allen heads on this side so that the box can sit up flush. And then I have to recess a little piece on the back side of the box so that it can butt up to the mount and not look all sloppy. basically got them all mounted. These lids I've been wanting to work on. So this is the only one of the 4 that I'm gonna try to save. The other ones, because there was no support in them, there's a lot of cracks. And I know that the cedar is gonna crack, especially the more it flexes. If you saw in the other video, I made all these latch supports. It's also kind of a brace to not let the wood flex and crack out. I'm gonna try to mount this one. I know there's pros and cons to every type of wood, but the cedar's really light. It's something that I wanted, and I already used cedar in the bed and on the rails. Somewhat because it's light. You know, a big thing on this truck is to try to keep it very light. So I went ahead and used it for the doors and the boxes, even though it's probably not the best. It'd be nicer to use a hardwood, but for one, wood's insanely expensive right now. I had to make panels first, so I have to kind of cut all these to size, glue them all together, sand them all down. It's a big process. What I'm gonna try to do with this is glue this to the back and maybe run some screws in. I'm gonna see if the screws split the wood. I'm gonna see how I feel about it. I don't think the glue will stick. That's why I'm probably gonna go with glue and some screws. I was gonna show you how this was gonna sit, but I'm an idiot, so I'll show you what I did. So what I did is I chiseled all this out so that can be recessed into wood. That way your pieces can move, obviously, and then that will keep it sitting flat. But what I didn't do is flip this over the right way. So I get to make one more lid. It's got a little weight to it now, because that is like 3/16 or 1/4 inch plate on the back. But just to give you a little reference, this is what it's gonna look like from the front. You're just gonna see 2 little tiny tabs hanging out the bottom, and I only want those, you know, long enough so that you can get your fingers on it. So maybe 3/8 of an inch down. I want it to look like there's nothing holding the boxes shut. And then obviously I have to drill into the side of the box so that these pins have somewhere to sit. Time to cut some boards and glue some panels together. I'm gonna end this video here. I didn't do this one like I did the other ones, and I kind of regret it. Use the table as the bottom support, and then clamped it so it sits flat, and then obviously clamped it sideways to squish all the boards together. I just want to make sure and see that I have glue coming out everywhere, which I do. It's hard to get the clamps in there on the back side, so I won't do that again. Usually I let it dry for a couple hours before I'll pull the clamps back off. Then it'll be the sanding process. I'm gonna end this video here because I'm not gonna be able to work on this till next week. So I hope you guys enjoy watching this, and see you next week.